Hello and welcome to Multiverse Tarot. Happy New Year, Virgo. I hope that you're ready and you've enjoyed your holidays and you're ready for the new year. This is the January 2018 Virgo horoscope and tarot card reading. This is good for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, this month I'm doing things a little bit different. There's going to be more tarot cards pulled with each section, and I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. There's some really great stuff coming in the new year, and some of you have asked. I am using the Rider-Waite deck of tarot cards. Okay, so what does the new year have in store? January 1st, there is a full moon in Cancer happening in your 11th house of teams, friendships, and networking. Look for this energy to bring you a sense of security, comfort, and a sense of belonging through friends, groups, and organizations at this time. Please exercise some discretion in the choice of people or circles with whom you associate at this time, but you will have a strong urge to plug in with like-minded people. The thing to watch out for is that you could actually be swayed or influenced by the things that they think, and it might not be the things that you really think, and you're going to adopt them as your own. Whether it's an online community or a close circle of friends where you actually kind of play the mother figure. Look to have clear intentions regarding each social connection this month, but also look for an internal energy to make you question your wishes and your own dreams for a change. How can some of your friends, groups, or societies help you connect to the right people to further your own dreams at this time? Look for memberships with societies and groups to really come front and center. Your involvement in this group activity or social outing can be a way of relaxing and unwinding from the struggles in other areas of your life, okay? Let's pull a card regarding this. Full moon in Cancer for Virgo in the 11th house. Okay, so we have the 10 of Wands here. Regardless of how you plug in with your friends, look for there to be a little bit of work to do. Your friends are going, or teams or networking, or the people that you're associating with are going to put you through they're going to make you jump through some hoops in order to prove that you belong. And this is going to weigh on you a little bit. It's going to come off as a little bit of a burden. There is a lot of fun to be had in these activities, and you definitely are trying hard to belong to a group, and there's some sort of you're meeting some kind of a resistance. I'm not sure if it's a single person who is like taking it upon themselves to think that you don't belong in that group and you're trying to prove yourself to them. Look for that to come through. January 12th, Mercury is on the move. After being retrograde last month, this energy will be much lighter. It is moving forward in your 5th house. Time to relax and get creative. Creative pursuits, hobbies, and recreational outlets are the means of becoming more conscious of the self and the environment at this time. Fun and games are the call to arms. So get out there and have some fun at this time. Maybe for some of you, if you're involved in chess, gymnastics, or track and field events, look for these to take center stage at this time. Look to be excited about the mental amusement these pursuits can bring. Mental stimulation will bring romance at this time. Whether you are single or already coupled, look to becoming much more sapiosexual, where you're attracted to someone by the power of their mind. And this is all because of Mercury in the 5th. What does your lover have to say? You hang on pins and needles to hear their next word like a sycophant. Even if the mind is not your primary attractor, look for romance to fizzle if they have nothing to say or offer. For some of you, this will come out as a pursuit for gourmet cooking, or at least a pursuit of spicing things up in the kitchen. Even this activity could bring on romance at this time. Now let's pull a card for Mercury joining into that 5th house for Virgo. And we have the Fool card. It is time for you to take a little bit action, to take a type of action that's a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you've been so busy and serious at work that it's hard to find the means and the ability to relax and just step back and take some time off and have some fun and go and do that thing that you've been wanting to do. Go to that event or go to that place. Take some time off and don't be so serious. But also this could be indicating that it's time for that new person who shows up in your life. It's time for you to actually take them serious and to get into the pursuit of a relationship. That is pushing you outside your comfort zone right now, Virgo. But you can do it, all right? Next, on January 16th, add one more celestial body to your 5th house. The new moon is happening in the 5th house as well, joining all those bodies already there. Pluto, Saturn, the Sun, Venus, Mercury, and now the moon. This is just bringing a spotlight to a new aspect of the energy we were just discussing. The theme is here to stay for at least 2.5 years. The Sun, Venus, Mercury, and the Moon will be moving on. However, Pluto and Saturn are here to stay for a few more years. The new moon in the 5th is bringing you a longing to connect with your primary hobbies. Whether you are a scrapbooker or a ship-in-a-bottle kind of guy, look to find security and comfort as well as strength in your individuality through tackling these hobbies and creative pursuits at this time. But also look for this to be happening in your romance department as well. Now, let's pull a card for this, for the new moon happening in the 5th house of romance, play, and fun for Virgo. Okay, so we have the 6 of Wands card. This is going to be a little more difficult than you thought to actually pull off. But once you do and you've accomplished this, you are going to feel like you are on cloud 9, that you are high above all the competition in regards to anything, whether it's your hobby or the romance. Look for it to bring you a lot of energy to energize your self-esteem. That is some really good energy there. Okay, on January 18th, Venus moves into your 6th house. This is a really great energy here, okay? The 6th house rules routines, fitness, and responsibilities. Look for beauty and love to come to the mundane. Whether you become someone who enjoys vacuuming the sitting room or falling in love with a coworker, you are Cinderella doing her chores. Happy as a lark you are at the task in front of you. Most importantly, there is a desire for a harmonious work atmosphere and the capacity to bring good feelings in this area. Watch your health at this time. Do not overindulge in anything because it could set off some sort of a health issue. And the excess is what could do you in. Okay, now let's pull a card for Venus moving into the 6th house for Virgo. And, okay, we have the Ace of Wands card here. It is time for you to look at that health and exercise regime and to take it seriously. Many people set that goal at this time of year, and it's a very cliche type of New Year's resolution. But here we are on the 18th. And on the 18th, this is when it's going to really kick in. This is going to feel like the first of the year for you. And it's time to get everything down, from when you brush your teeth, to when you buy the groceries, to the time of day you're going to be doing the laundry. It's time to set those schedules and routines. And this is going to help your life go along so much more smoothly than it has been. So look for you to feel ecstatic about handling all of these little, whether it's a task from work, because the 6th house could be involved with your work arena as well as your home arena. and all of the responsibilities, routines, and tasks that you have to take care of in both arenas of your life. And anything connected to your work life, look for that to bring back some kind of a reward. If you're working some extra hours, your boss is going to notice that, and there's a pay bump that's going to come with that, but there's also some sort of a personal reward of the boss making you an employee of the month. Like, there's going to be some sort of a reward, maybe even a bigger bonus that's going to come with that, okay? All right, so January 21st, the sun is moving into that 6th house as well. The sun and Venus together, coupled with all the aforementioned energies, look to come to becoming obsessed with self-improvement at this time. The 6th house rules schedules, routines, and fitness. For some of you, the recognition of the importance of caring for the body could only register when consequences of neglect or ill treatment have gone too far and manifested in illness. So just be ready and sure that if you're going to take on this new exercise program, that you understand that you're doing this as a means of averting some sort of a health crisis that you are at the edge of possibly accepting. For most of you, the quest back to health and wholeness at this time serve for a larger process of the path that you are on. Understand that this movement is bringing a month-long quest to organize effective daily rituals and routines which ensure a smoother running of your life. Learning to function efficiently in practical matters strengthens the sense of your own identity at this time. Okay, so let's pull a card for the sun in the 6th house for Virgo. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups card here. This is telling me that there is a high level of regret going on as you jump into changing these routines and schedules for yourself. You might not be doing this willingly. This is most likely you're doing this because you sense and you understand that there is an imbalance going on in your body. And you're going to feel a little regretful of all the things that you did wrong. But understand that you have done some things right that you keep forgetting to look at. So let's try to focus on the things we've done correctly and understand that there are some things that we've done incorrectly, and it's time to correct those at this time, all right? Before the situation gets even bigger, all right? January 27th, Mars moves into your 4th house of home, privacy, and family. After a hard day's work, you just want to take off your shoes, mix a drink, put your feet up, and watch TV with the family. Not a bad energy. Just go with the flow. Look to have a strong drive in your home and family environment. Fixing things that need repaired, decluttering your environment, streamlining the function of different areas. Some of you might even be moving from your current home environment to achieve these qualities. It is within the home sphere and family life that you are likely to evince your greatest drive and enterprise at this time. But be careful that this could lead to a domineering and aggressive stream in your home environment. Aggression and displaced anger could come out in the worst ways at this time. Now let's pull a card for Mars moving into the 4th house for Virgo. Try to use this Mars energy to fix things instead of causing more drama. Okay, so here we have the 9 of Swords card. There is within your mind structure something that you feel very bad about happening. It could be something of a friend who's been treating you badly, and when you think about them, you don't feel good about it. It could be your spouse who's actually been mistreating you and not giving you the love and attention that you need because they are in a position of asserting their dominance. So you need to be careful that you don't come back and bounce that energy right back and do the same thing that they're doing. You really need to take the time to center your mind because the tumultuous nature of your life at this time is pushing you forwards and backwards into the same energy, and it's not making you feel good, okay? So you're going to need to like take some time to really look at yourself, your home environment. What is it that needs fixed and repaired? And stay focused on that energy, all right? January 31st, there is a lunar eclipse in Leo happening in your 12th house. The 12th house rules endings, the metaphysical, and secret enemies. Look for this energy to bring a strong, innate psychological openness and vulnerability. A thin line exists between what you are feeling and what others around you are feeling. At this time, you could believe that you are feeling a certain emotion, but you are actually absorbing it from somebody else. Some of you may require seclusion to reestablish inner peace and equilibrium at this time. Unfinished emotional business from the past, whether it's a past lover or a past friend, may come back to bother you at this time, maybe even from a past life. Be careful that this time doesn't bring depression. One can have a difficulty in leading an ordinary day-to-day existence with a lunar eclipse in Leo. This energy means that the artist, not the priest, is the closest link to God. Now let's pull a card for the lunar eclipse in Leo in the 12th house for Virgo. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Okay, so in order to really find peace in your mind and your heart at this time, it's important for you to understand how other people turn to you, how they look up to you for the wise counsel you may give them, how your children look up to you and to rely on you to make them the meals and to buy them the toothpaste. And you really are looking to get some appreciation back for all of the tasks and all of the things that you provide for the people in your life. And I would expect that you could see a return on investment of this. You're going to see your children, your friends, and your family looking up to you at this time. So it's important for you to be an example. You are going to be an example, but watch out and make sure that the depression doesn't put you into a position where you won't be this strong, powerful figure that people can look up to. It's important that you tap into this part of yourself in order to make it through this lunar eclipse in Leo, okay? So those are all the major alignments for the month. Now we're going to pull some general cards. The first card is for your health and your energy for Virgo for January. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups card. It is important for you to put those specific tasks in hand and that you are looking at in order to further and assist your health at this time. Your health isn't in the dire position that you believe it to be. However, it could be just around the corner. So it's very important that you treat yourself like a queen this month and that you don't indulge, don't take in anything excess. Eat just the right amount that you need to eat. When you feel like taking seconds, wait another 15 minutes before you're going to take that second serving. And I think that with a few adjustments, you're going to see a very positive return on your health and your energy for this month, okay? All right, so next we're going to pull a card for career and money. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands card. There is no get-rich-quick scheme this month. It's the constant flow, keeping at your work, keeping at the job that you have in place. You're going to be very efficient at your job this month, but there's nothing that special happening in your career. It's just a matter of getting through. There will be no really big change in regards to your career. If you are starting some kind of new position, look for there to be a little bit of a speed bump as you get to become part of your new work group. If you are still in the same position, I would say that there's going to be some sort of a smoothing over of your interactions with your coworker. So if you found conflict happening in those places, look for that to correct itself a lot more this month, okay? Now we're going to pull a card for your family love, and social. Family, love, and social for Virgo. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. There is a lot of activity in regards to your family and your friends. They see you as a rock. You are the mother figure that they want to look up to. This also is true if you are a male. If you are a male, the people look to you in somewhat more like a mother figure than a father figure. But it could come out as a father figure in certain arenas. And it's time for you to really just be that ringleader at home that everybody can look up to, that everybody can rely upon. When something is needed in the home, you're going to handle it. You're going to you're going to put it together for everybody. And look for there to be some really good energy returns in your family and your love and your social. If you're dating someone new this month, I think that's going to go really smoothly, really well. They're going to see you as someone very powerful. Okay, now we're going to pull a card for your mind and your spirit for January for Virgo. Okay, and we have the Nine of Cups card. When it comes to your mind and your spirit, you're pretty grounded. You have everything that you need to take care of you in life. You have the money, you have the food, you have the home, you have the shelter, you have the clothes. And you have a lot in excess as well. Maybe it's time to look and to be a little bit giving and to like step outside and go, okay, let me find someone in my neighborhood. Let me find someone who's really deserving that I have too many blankets in my house and I want to give away some of these. And there's an energy here to make yourself feel more powerful and more strong in your mind and your spirit by actually giving something away. When we give things away, we understand that we've had that all along, that we don't need that, when you give that energy and that new person receives the blanket and they get the comfort, you're actually receiving comfort from that as well. And to understand the full energy of that, it's time to like step outside your comfort zone, and it's time to like give back to the areas around you because you have so much. You have exactly what you need. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me this month, Virgo. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers, and if you feel like it, please go ahead, come over to the channel, subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends. I'm going to put a playlist up here in the corner of all 12 videos, so if you need to watch your moon or your rising sign or to share it over with a friend, you'll be able to do that. And also, some of you have asked me about private sessions, and I am working on setting up a system for that. But right now, go ahead and enjoy these free videos, and next month, look for there to be an ability to get a private reading with me. So thank you so much, and I will see you next month, Virgo.
Amish Buddha.